Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your week ahead taroscope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit that subscribe button. If you are already a continued subby, you know I love you so much. Thank you for all of your support. It really does mean the world. With that said, if you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so on the website address below. Your winter solstice alignment activation session is waiting for you in the description box below. And if you don't know this yet, Mercury goes retrograde on the 31st of October, which means it will be in shadow as of the second week of October. So with that said, if you want to get your retrograde survival kit, yes, I created you a retrograde survival kit. You can get it for $19.99 versus $39.99 in the description box below until the day that Mercury goes retrograde on the 31st of October. So I suggest you get it now. I would like to bless all of my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So your message this week, Sagittarius, I'm doing these backwards from now on just because I feel like it flows more. So your message this week was balance, right? This is what I got from it, but the scene that I actually saw was I saw a phoenix and it was flying, it was already aflame. And I saw the phoenix literally rip apart from the inside out. It was quite brutal. And from inside of the phoenix came this dragon. And it was like a dark sort of dragon. And out of the dragon started to fly upward. And then another dragon so this dragon was sort of like dark green. And the dragon that came up next to it was like fire and red. Right, so opposing forces, opposing energies, and they were flying upward together. And then when they looked at each other, they literally did like a spiral dance and they fused and then just became one dragon. And the message that came from that was, in order to conquer yourself, you need to find balance. There's something about you at the moment, Sagittarius, where you might be going all one way, like you might be doing all of the, love and light and all the rest of it, and going too far with that. Others of you might be going too harsh to, fuck it, destroy everything, Mars attacks. We all do it. We all have to eventually bring ourselves back to that balance point. Your message for this week is to find the balance. Have you gone too far down the path of light and just seem to be a doormat? Have you gone too far down the path of dark and just seem to be, the person steamrolling over everything and everyone in sight? And forgive the dualisms, but this is what I'm trying to get you at. Think of it like this. You don't want to be a light Jedi, you don't want to be a dark Jedi, you want to be a grey Jedi, right? So that you can fuse both of those energies within you. This is a week to remember that, to find your balance. Your first week of the month, no Raph, totally different video. Your destiny card for the week ahead is the Wheel of Fortune. This is beautiful energy for you to have because the Wheel of Fortune represents Jupiter. This is your ruling planet. It's still in your sign, still blessing you, still giving you abundance, still shaping up synchronicities. Pay attention to what you're manifesting this week, especially if you are off kilter. If you are off kilter and you're already too far down one path, you could be manifesting as you think. You could be manifesting as you speak. So pay attention to that stuff. But the Wheel of Fortune does say that there is a synchronicity shaping up for you this week. There is some form of energy that is making its way. Excuse me. Okay. There's some sort of manifesting or synchronous energy, synchronistic energy that is trying to happen for you. And it's really important that you remain in balance so that you can call forth the things that you want and need rather than the things that you don't, right? This is kind of like saying, create balance now, get out of your own way later. So your direction, let's give it some context. What may this relate to? And this week you get the King of Chalices, the King of Cups, right? So you've got to keep your emotions in check. You see him, he's happy, he's living life to the full, he's got his glass full, he's got food in front of him. The King of Cups is actually one of they're all strong in their own right. but people don't necessarily attribute strength to the King of Cups because he's warm, he's soft, he's jovial. But make no mistake, he knows how to rule his own emotions to get him to where he wants to be. He is conscious of his decisions, he's conscious of his actions, and he is those things, and he can enjoy life so much because he's aware of how to utilize his emotional energy. So your direction this week, to give it some context, whatever synchronicities shape up to you, be ready to enjoy them. Right, be ready to celebrate them at a moment's hat, which means if this week you're having moments that see you having to rear up and become the dragon, to be, you know, nasty, or not necessarily nasty, but to be hard, to be, you know, has swift retribution and all of that. If you find you have those moments and then, I don't know, your 5-year-old comes in and says, Mom or Dad, I love you. You need to be able to switch it from that warrior mode into the, oh, I love you too, let's go and be silly, right? That is balance. That is the mark of a true person that is truly in command of themselves, can go from one to the other, right? If you only stay in one kind of energy, you underutilize the other energy, and so therefore you're already off balance. You need to be able to switch from one to the other. I'll give you a really good example. I think it's there's a specific tribe, an Amazonian tribe. They can go from, you know, total dead of the night sleep and be up and ready to fight within 10 seconds. Like literally they can go from that to, you know, and most people I know need like 5 cups of coffee before they can even slink out of the house, right? It's about being able to shift and change your emotional energy quickly. So your insight card for the week, right? What's coming in? What's the energy that's trying to enter your life at this moment in time? This week you get the World card. Mastery of self. Complete understanding of what you have been, where you have been, and how to transcend it. The thing about the World card, it always represents something real world, some sort of physical, tangible success. You have reasons to celebrate this week, but you will have challenges this week as well. If you focus just on the challenges and stay down in the dumps and all, you're throwing a blessing. It's like spitting in the face of the universe and saying, oh, well, thanks for that, but life still sucks, so I'm going to sit here and be miserable even though this wonderful thing is happening for me. Find your balance. All right, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up for you. Take care, and I'll see you soon.